All right, folks, let's have a little fun here. So, the garbage disposal works. And, oops, I dropped something inside. Now it does not work. As you can tell, take a listen. You got a little hum going on there, right? So, it's all jammed up. Now, keep in mind, this is a Insinkerator, Badger 1, 3, 5. It doesn't matter what Badger you have. All the Insinkerators are the same. It's the most common garbage disposal sold in the United States. Definitely the most popular, that's for sheezy. So anyway, I'm gonna look under here. There's gonna be a little red button. That's the breaker that's built into this. You push that in, and that's if you're not getting the hum, right? You're not going to be getting anything. You would push that in. That's just a breaker saying, hey, there's something wrong with me. You need to reset me. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to try to turn it on again. It's just a waste of time. Something obviously went wrong, you know. I don't see any water leaking under here. I don't see any water seeping out right here. So this is going to be a jam, right? So I'm going to unplug my unit, make sure that you follow your cord all the way, because we don't know what else you have plugged in under there, and you don't want to make a mistake and then grind up your hand, right? So now let's, you know what? Inspect your cable too. This is a rental property, but look at that. I don't really care for that. So we will be replacing this cord. I'll do a video for you guys on how to do that. It's pretty easy. So anyway, we know it's jammed. We don't know what's in there. Be careful. Don't go shoving your hand in there just because you unplugged it. You know, it doesn't mean that you knew that you put a screw in there, right? I know there's a screw in there, but when I get customers that have called me over the years, I come and I've found so many crazy things in their disposals, from jewelry to coins to screws to broken pieces of glass. You know, somebody's kid throws a baby food jar down there or something, accidentally grinds it up, doesn't want to tell mom and dad and fess up to it. Now you're reaching your hand in there and slice and dice your fingertips up. So we don't want to do that, right? So first thing we're going to do is, most of these come with they all come with an unjamming tool in the packaging, but you know, whether or not your plumber left it behind or we lost it, we don't know, right? So 1/4 inch Allen key. That's what this is. 1/4 inch hex key. Right, you want it kind of a long one. Don't get one of those little short ones, because you're going to be having a hell of a time trying to unjam it. So you're going to find the center at the bottom of your garbage disposal, and there's going to be a slot where this fits right in. And this is so you can directly activate the armature. You're going to jerk this sucker back and forth, back and forth. Now, see how it broke free just a little bit? That's what we want. We want to jerk it back and forth until it breaks free a little bit. Now, there's going to be times where it just breaks free completely and you can spin it 360 degrees over and over and over again. And that's usually because you have something small that got past the blades. At that point, I recommend turning on the garbage disposal again to see if it all got passed through there. But either way, you want to come up, once you got it broke free just a little bit, now this is when you want to reach your hand in here. But I highly recommend being extremely careful when you reach inside here. Feel around on the outer edges. This is where you're going to find whatever obstruction is inside of your garbage disposal, and be very gentle about it with your fingers. Even if you want to, you can actually take this little baffle here, and you can fold it out, and you can shine like a little flashlight in there or something, or your camera, and look inside there. But just be very, very careful, very gentle with your fingers. Let's see what we got in there. Yeah, we definitely have that big old screw in there. I got that one in there pretty good too. So let's see if we can't wrestle it out of there. I think I got it. Okay, so we got the screw out. Now, if it's glass or anything like that, a lot of times with the glass, what I'll do is I'll take a pair of needle nose pliers or something, shove it in there and kind of grab the glass, and you can even break it up a little bit, you know what I mean? And then break the armature free with your jamming tool. And then once you can get it to where it spins freely, you may still hear a little grinding or something in there. But as long as it's spinning freely like this, more often than not, even if you hear the grinding, you know, because there's still a little something in there like chicken bones. That's another one, another big one. Even if it's grinding a little bit and you've already felt around, you've already gotten out all the obvious obstructions, which is, like I said, going to be all on the outer edges there. You're going to be able to kick this garbage disposal back on, and more often than not, get it to pass right through. Sometimes it'll jam right back up, you know, a lot of times with chicken bones, that's the common one. And then you just got to kind of rinse and repeat the process. But that's really it in a nutshell. It's not complicated at all. Now that you know, you know. And of course, there's a million different variables that play a factor, but this is just a general video, just kind of showing you generally what you can do to unclog, or unjam your garbage disposal. Now, there's other brands out there like Moen. They have a proprietary tool that you would shove down in the top here, and it's like a little T-handle, and it'll actually grab these blades right here, and you can work that back and forth. If you don't have access to that tool, or you just don't want to wait for it, you can take a broom handle, a wooden broom handle, turn it upside down, shove that sucker in there, and just kind of, you know, knock those blades around a little bit to get it to break free. And then, like I said before, you reach in and right on the outer edges, that's where all your water is going to escape. That's where your foreign material is going to jam your garbage disposal. One more thing, a lot of people complain about, you know, smells in their drain. And I'm not saying this is always the case, because I don't want to get, you know, beat up. But a lot of times you have your dishwasher drain line that goes right into the edge of the garbage disposal. And there's a little hole right here where that water dumps out into your garbage disposal from your dishwasher. Now, if you're using powdered detergents, or you just, you know, you get a lot of food on the plate or whatever when you run your dishwasher, a lot of that foreign material can build up right here, and it'll coagulate and it'll just rot. That stuff will stink to high heaven. And no matter how many orange peels or lemon peels you put down here, which is totally against my recommendations, because you're just gonna like clog up your drain line and stuff. You're just masking the smell, right? So you can take a pipe cleaner and you just shove it in there and kind of like move it back and forth. And then what we like to do is we'll put maybe a quarter of a gallon of white vinegar in our dishwasher, and then run that on an empty cycle and let it rinse really well. And sometimes we'll run it on another empty cycle of just fresh water right after that, and that'll keep that thing nice and clean. Now, for the blades on your disposal, you really want to, we're gonna plug this in before I forget, because we're gonna go ahead and show you something else. To keep the blades clean, what I like to do, because sometimes what'll happen is we don't really do anything to really clean inside here, right? So what I like to do to keep the blades nice and clean is ice. Ice, baby, works great. So I'll just grind up a bunch of ice in here. Let me water a little bit. I'll usually do like a 44-ounce cup or two every couple weeks. Another thing, big rule of thumb, you want to keep everything flowing good, right? When you take a poop, you don't really just like throw a little bit of water down there, right? It's not going to flush. So I'd say once every 2 weeks, once a month, fill your sink basin to capacity with really hot water and just let it rip. This flushes away a lot of stuff that can build up from going down your garbage disposal, and then it just doesn't make it that far down your drain line in your kitchen, kind of help prevent clogs. Typically, I don't have to run a snake in our kitchen, and we dump all kinds of stuff down our drains because it's like, hey, we got a plumber here, right? So we can just do whatever we want. But our preventative measures are the ice down the garbage disposal, and every couple weeks or every month, we fill up both basins to capacity with really, really hot water. Think about it. All that water, it weighs 8 pounds per gallon. So you got a lot of head pressure going down there, plus the hot water breaking everything up in your kitchen pipes and really flushing everything down. So keep all that in mind. Love you guys a long time. You plumbers out there have anything you want to add or subtract or whatever, chime in, please, and look forward to seeing you guys again.